says I'm recording, but all I see is a wall. I'm literally standing in front of this wall. No, no. Streamlabs. Something's broken. Something is Oh, there I am. Whoa, it's Skippy too. Wait for it to come back. Should have enough room to see my whole body. Oh, there you go. There you go. What's going on, gamers? This is Jaded from MMOing. Good morning. When I say good morning, you know, it's like 2:48 in the afternoon for me. You guys know how I roll. I just woke up. Every day I'm trying to get 5 new followers. Actually, I'm trying for 3, but I was slacking last night, the day before. I actually need to get 5 followers today. So I'm gonna stream right now and see if I can get 5 new people to come in and hang out on the stream. Yeah. So AMA, guys, just pop in. Let me see if I can sit down. More comfortable and convenient for me if I could get the camera down here so I could sit. Oh, that's a little high. I bring it down a little bit lower so I can sit down and relax and drink my coffee. I'm having a morning cigarette here. It seems like I'll bring the camera down here, maybe. In your head, in your head. No, babe. Oh no, it's gonna fall. Okay, well, I have this whole little area set up here. I thought it would be perfect for like streaming here, but it's not turning out to be that easy. How about that? Is that good? Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, good. I can sit down and relax. Rock on world. Sweet. So I'm gonna sit here, drink my coffee. So I need people to follow me on Twitch. Why? Because I'm a ginger. I got purty hair, and you can enter to win a free game on Tuesday. Or I mean, I'm gonna draw it on Friday the 10th, which is only a few days away. I think it's Monday, right? 4 days from now we do the drawing. Sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? I think it does. Good morning, Neverland. Good morning, everybody. So, okay, so we'll just wait for the flood of people to come in. You guys can ask me questions and talk to Ginger Dad. I started a YouTube channel with my kids a while back. I actually never put anything on it. It's called The Real Ginger Dad. We were gonna do a bunch of like projects and stuff, but I'm gonna be moving that stuff over to this channel. Makes more sense, because then you guys can come here and watch me do the family stuff, plus the gaming stuff, plus the IRL stuff that I'm gonna be doing a lot more of. So it'll be cool. But I have a goal this year. I want to get 1,000 followers in 2020. So I figure if I can get 3 followers a day, I can do that. So right now I'm just streaming to see if I can pick up 3 new follows, and you guys can watch me normally streaming 11:30 p.m. PDT. I'm also trying to get some new camera equipment so I can do some better looking live streams, because this looks like crap. So I do know that. I do. But I just want to see if anybody will just hook me up with some follows today. I need 3 follows, and then I'll feel good, and I'll be able to end the stream knowing that I made a difference in my channel today. But come for the crazy ginger guy, and then you see all the cool gaming stuff. I've been playing Skyrim VR. I noticed that the screen is skipping a lot. It's another reason I definitely need some new equipment to do some live stream stuff. I'm looking into getting an iPhone, probably 7, because it's like $200, and I can probably do that in March. So I'm gonna see if I can pick up an iPhone 7 and then use that to do my live event streaming with a hotspot. I was looking at mobile network and things that I could use to make it better. There's something called a Live U. A Live U is like a little battery pack that can take up to 4 different connections, network connections. They can be wireless, and there's one Ethernet cord on it. And you can actually buy, what's cool about it is you can hook up any video camera to it, almost any video camera. And you can stream using all 4 networks at once, so your Wi-Fi will connect to all 4 networks, and it gives you quite 4 times the bandwidth. So you can actually get pretty quality stream from pretty much anywhere. The problem with that, though, is the Live View costs about $1,000. It's just a little box, and it also has to be self-powered, so you need to buy a battery for it to keep it running for hours. It only holds about an hour worth of charge on its own battery. So when you're looking at a real live streaming setup, like I'm talking IRL, walking around with your camera on your shoulder or with a, whatever, to do more than an hour of streaming, you're looking at like thousands of dollars for a good quality live stream, which just, it's not really going to happen. Not for me at least, because I don't have anywhere near that kind of money to throw away on cool stuff that I really want, But I do have the ability to pick up a decent phone and possibly use Ethernet connections at the places I go to. Not Ethernet, but better Wi-Fi connections. So my 4G network is not cutting it. Right now I'm streaming on the LAN, and it's still skippy on this phone because this is a piece of shit phone. Once I get a better phone, like the iPhone that I'm trying to get, and I'm going to get a shotgun mic for the phone setup, and a little camera stand with a hot shoe, easily held, like kind of like the one I'm using here. I'm going to be using this one a lot for live stream stuff. But on January 10th, we're going to a party. We're going to test out this baby. I'm going to see if I get the microphone before then, but I'm going to be using this piece of shit camera. If you guys have been watching any of these videos I've been doing every day, you know that this particular phone at night is really bad. And even right now, I'm getting 30 frames per second right now, so I guess it's doing pretty good. But I am seeing a little bit of like frame rate lag on my end. I don't know if that's happening on the stream too or not, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? I actually had a cardboard sign, just write "follow me" on it and hold it. All right, that would help me. We could be some follows. I gotta do a shaving stream sometime soon because I'm starting to look like I need to have a cardboard sign, huh? We'll see. We'll see what happens. What's up, one viewer? You know what I might do? I might just grab the guitar and play some guitar for a little while. I think that'll be a good way to help get some people to follow me today. I just need 3 followers, and on the stream, I need 3 followers a day. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights, 11:30 p.m. PDT for my normal gaming streams. But right now, I'm kind of doing a follower drive because I have a goal in 2020 to get to 1,000 followers. So I figured I'm going to spend a little time each day when I wake up, which is like 2:55 in the afternoon. I just woke up because that's kind of how my schedule is. And I'm just going to kind of hang out, go on the stream, drink my coffee, wake up a little bit, and see if I can get 3 followers each day. So if you are watching and you want to follow me, I really do appreciate that. Right now, I'm also doing a game giveaway that is going to be drawn on January the 10th. So if you want to enter that, you can do an exclamation enter in the chat, and you will be entered to win. But you cannot win, and you can pick a game off of a list of games I have available. But you cannot win unless you're following. So I won't be able to contact you if you're not. Or maybe I could contact you if you're not, but I won't, because that's part of the agreement. See, I give you a free game for the follow. But you got to win too, which means, lots of people might be entering. Then again, maybe they're not. You don't know. I'll tell you the odds. I don't know the odds right now. Next time I look, I'll tell you. I think it's definitely worth it to go ahead and try. I got some pretty good games on that list. If you type in exclamation game list in chat, you will be able to see the list of games that I have available. So you win one of them if you win. You can pick the game you want. That's how I roll. So I guess I'm just waiting for like some AMAs or something, man. I don't know what to talk about. It's the hardest thing is I've done this for about a week now, every day, and I'm running out of items to topical things. I don't know what I should be saying to you guys. So I think I just named this one "Just Follow Me" for no reason, because I don't know what you want. Because it would be nice to have an insightful conversation about the needs of the Twitch viewers. This is a big issue for me. Let's talk about this. I've been trying to grow my channel just like everyone else is trying to grow their channel on Twitch when they're streaming. I have a lot of content. It's not necessarily the best content, which I'm trying to work on getting more unique content going on. Right now I've been playing Skyrim VR, and it's a long game, and I want to beat it through VR because it's the most amazing thing I've experienced. I've been playing Skyrim for years, but in VR it's completely different. VR is not that fun to watch, because I get kind of into it and I forget about the stream, and it happens. And I ended up hooking up TTS chat so I can actually hear people talking to me when I'm playing VR. But I'm so into the game that I'm not really focused on the stream, and I get into it so much because it's so immersive, obviously. And Skyrim's an immersive game in the first place, but I've never felt anything like this. So playing Skyrim VR is just crazy cool. But it might not be the most fun to watch. So I'm trying to converse more while I'm playing, trying to commentate more like I used to do on all the other games I played. But with that said, one of the things to grow your channel that's very difficult. First of all, I'm a variety streamer. I've talked about this. When a variety streamer stream, people have to come for them, and a lot of people will come for the game they're playing. So I'll start ESO up and I'll get 20 people in the room because they're all 20 people that have been waiting for me to play ESO again since the last time I played, like a year ago. I actually played like 5 months ago. I was actually thinking about getting another subscription to ESO Plus to play 5 months ago. I played with Army Sweet Pea. It was actually kind of fun. And then I dropped out for a while because of the holidays and the kids were home from school. There was a lot of stuff going on. So I took a break from streaming until January 1st. I came back like I said I would, and I'm trying to do better. The other thing I was going to say is, this is the most difficult thing. Come on, man, my brain just shut down. I just woke up. I'm trying to get coffee in my system. I need more nicotine. I'll be right back. One sec. All right, the crazy hair ginger is back. Now check it out. What I was gonna say, and this is kind of crazy. I'm a lighter. I've noticed, as a streamer, trying to advertise your stream, the first thing you do when you start to realize I'm not really getting anywhere, you are getting anywhere. You have to keep doing it regardless of how many people watch, because eventually people will be interested in you. There's always somebody that will like stuff. We used to talk about this with writing music. If you write a song, people are not going to like it, and then people will like it somewhere. Someone's going to like the song. It doesn't matter how crappy it is. We know this because we listen to crappy music all the time on the radio because hundreds of people like it. We don't know who those people are or why, but they do. Now, the most important thing is when you're trying to advertise your stream, every single streamer will do this at one point. They'll go to Google and they'll type in how to advertise my stream. And of course you'll get like a bunch of websites saying, oh, you know, the how-to guides, which I've written a how-to guide on how to get followers. I've never used that guide that I wrote. I should, because a lot of those ideas are really good. The first thing that becomes really difficult when you're trying to grow your audience as a streamer is you're looking for people who watch streams. So you're looking for the audience, not the streamers. The problem is when you go to any Discord or any Twitter account that is like streamers for you, or, you know, advertise my stream stuff, everybody in there is a streamer. So you're advertising your stream to a bunch of streamers and they're doing the same thing. And it doesn't seem productive to try and get other streamers to watch a stream, because streamers don't usually watch streams. I rarely watch streams. I try to check out my friends' streams or people I meet online. I always go and check their stuff out. But I don't continuously go back to it because I am too busy, you know, doing my stream and trying to set my stuff up. So we need a place on the internet where Twitch viewers gather. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if there's such a place that already exists. But if we could tap into this place where the viewers are gathering already and advertise to the viewers that our stream is out here, all they need to know is that it's there. I mean, it's up to them if they watch. It's up to them if they enjoy it, come back. But it's really funny that all the streamers are just advertising to other streamers to me. So I came up with this concept. I don't know if I should bring it up. No one's really watching and no one's probably ever going to see this, so I might actually be able to get this done before anyone steals it. what I'm thinking should happen is we start kind of like a movement called grassroots streamers. And what we would do with this is basically get a bunch of little streamers together that are decent. I guess someone would have to be the person to weed out the streamers that would be entertaining to watch and the ones that probably wouldn't. Because there are a lot of people that get into streaming and they're just not fun to watch. I'm not trying to knock anybody specifically. I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes I go through phases where I know I'm being boring as shit on the stream. And you have to be excited and energetic, and you have to project this image of a person that people want, a personality that people want to indulge in. So the first thing I would do is find streamers that are exciting to watch. Get a list of those guys together, some of the little streamers that have between 1 and 10 viewers, right? And then you take those guys, and I go and I talk to some people who have about 1,000 viewers on a regular basis. And I would find the streamers that had just made it up there, just gotten up there, and say, hey, remember when you were struggling starting up and you couldn't get your streams out? Now, what if you were to, every week, throw out a name of a streamer that's a little smaller than you, that's fun to watch and decent, and help them grow their audience? Because what would it have been like if someone had done that for you? In some cases, that's how they grow. The best way to get out there on Twitch and to grow your audience is to connect with other streamers, that physical connections, not throwing advertisements at other streamers, because they're not going to click on your stream. You need to go and play games with them and say, hey, what's up? We have this in common. And then you end up playing games together. Most of the time you're multi-streaming, but then when you start doing your stream separately from there, some of the people from those audiences will come over and check out your stuff. And that's happened over and over and over to me. I have 15,000 views, but I only have 300 followers, and that's because I haven't been pushing the way I should. But if we were able to get a couple streamers on board, a couple bigger streamers on board, to advertise this predetermined list of little guys, and there'd be no money crossing hands, there'd be no advertising money, it wouldn't be like a bureaucracy. It would just be a guy who remembered what it was like to be struggling to start out, saying, hey, you know what, this guy's pretty cool, check him out, to their 1,000 people. What you're doing in that sense, in that case, is you are literally advertising your stream directly to the viewers, which is very difficult to do on Twitch, because there is no place on the internet that I've been able to find that's a congregation of viewers. All the promote your stream stuff, you're promoting it to other streamers, because the only people in those chat rooms and those discords and those websites are streamers trying to advertise to people to watch them. But like I said, most streamers don't watch a lot of streams, okay? Some do, but you know, when you're trying to get your stuff together, you'll go and check stuff out and do some research, maybe check out somebody popped in your room, said, hey, check this out. What's up, Sheepy Cat? Not gonna lie, I know nothing about how streams grow their audiences other than, well, that's the whole thing, is there isn't really a clear path. There's guides online specifically that tell you to do certain things, and those things are common sense. The hard thing is, you can't go into like a Facebook chat room and just start spamming your stream. People will be like, oh, what the fuck? And first of all, most chat rooms like Reddit, there's certain chat rooms in Reddit that are specifically made for advertising. But the same thing, all the people that go to those are streamers. They're all advertising their stream to 1,000 other streamers. So there's not really any chance of their audience growing that big. In fact, I haven't really had much luck on any of those. I've had some luck on Twitter. I've had some luck on, let me think. I think most of my viewers have come straight up just from stumbling into my stream. So, yeah, that's kind of the way it is. Other than like when people get a popular clip on Reddit live streams, yeah. Some people are from, I don't know how many people I get from Reddit, because I don't think it tracks the Reddit people. Hey, Sheepy Cat, it's good to see you again, man. I saw you come in. So you've been hanging out for a little while today, huh? All I'm trying to do right now is, this is my drive. I just want to get 3 followers. And it seems really difficult to do that right now. I thought the name was clickbait enough. Don't follow me. Enter. Gamelist. I mean, come on. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm very happy that you're here. Did you catch my Skyrim stuff last night? Probably not. I started streaming at 2 a.m. again. But I mean, there's common sense things you can do. It's really hard to go into a chat room. You can't go into a chat room and spam your links to your streams, which people try to do. Most chat rooms will literally block that right away. You won't even get your link in. It'll say, nope, you're putting this link in, fuck you. Reddit, also, if it looks at your message and thinks that it's an advertisement, it will actually cut it out. So there's not a lot of places you can go and just spam your shit. And also, people don't like that, especially people that are actually in the chat room talking about something or talking about a topic, and you're in there like, hey, look at this, look at my channel, and you throw it in there. A lot of Discords will give you a place in their Discord, like I have one too. It's an advertising place for all your viewers. I have 100 people in my Discord, and they can advertise their thing. But no one ever clicks on the advertise link except for the people that are advertising. Same issue. You got 100 people putting, or let's say 25 out of my 100 people in Discord will put up the links to their Twitch streams. Are any of the viewers going to go and click on advertisements to look at that? No, they click on it to advertise, but all they're doing is advertising to the people that advertised, because no one else is going to look at that thread. And it's funny to me. I don't know how to find that congregation of viewer base, because there's no websites that are like, come here to be a Twitch viewer. Twitch is that site. If you want to watch videos, you're going to go to Twitch, you're going to go to Mixer, you're going to go to Facebook Gaming, I guess now is a thing, or YouTube Gaming, and you're going to go hang out and look for games that you want to watch. So, like, I'm not really sure where exactly is a really good place to advertise. Now, the goal is to get 1 or 2 people, even a day or a week, that see an advertisement or see gaming clips. Like you said, gaming clips are the best way to go. I've got a lot of clips floating around the internet. I actually went through about 100 of my original live streams, and I cut out clips that I thought were funny, and I threw them up on all over the place on plays.tv, on the NVIDIA clip site, of course on Twitch. And I threw those around for a while because I can say things like, hey, this shit was funny, and I can make fake usernames and pretend I'm someone else. Like, oh, I saw this guy on this stream, and I throw it up on like a funny clip board or something. I've got a few people that way too. But seriously, I don't know how to break through to that place where all the viewers are sitting around like, woo, who should I watch today on Twitch? I want to be like, hey guys, I'm right here, watch me. But where do I do that? I don't know. It's a mystery that will never be solved. It's why the world goes round. Nobody knows. Unless you're a scientist, and then there's actually factual evidence about why the world actually goes round. But I meant, like, why do we exist? No one knows the answer to that, right? Nobody. So yeah, just kind of hoping that I get a couple more people pop in here that aren't following me. I really appreciate you being here, Sheepy Cat. But like, it sucks that no one else has come in. Oh, it's definitely partly luck. I'm going back and reading. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. There's a lot of luck involved in viewers stumbling into your channel, especially when you're like me, where you have 1 to 10 viewers a lot. I've had over 400 people in my channel at one time. It's happened. I've gotten rated a few times. I started playing with some pretty big streamers at one point, and I was getting a lot of people coming into my stream because they would raid me every day or they would host me. And a lot of their viewers came over and hung out, and they followed me and hung out with me. One of the biggest streams I ever did, I had 720 people in my stream, and I was actually playing Star Citizen with a guy named Ace Taiku who came into my stream after his stream ended. He got in my stream, got in my Discord, and we played Star Citizen for 5 hours. It was the best stream I've ever had because the people that play Star Citizen, the CitizenCon guys, are fucking loyal as shit. They hung out in my stream for 5 hours with me and Ace Taiku, watching him teach me about the game. He took me into some of his ships. He showed me the game. And it was a free flight weekend. I only played it for 1 day, or it was maybe 2 days. One day I played it with him. And it was amazing because most of the time my computer was trying to load the game, and these 700 people were in there like, oh, it's cool. Well, we understand this game really is hard to fucking get going because it's graphically taxing on even the best PCs, and they're still working on it. It's still kind of in a beta form. But it's been in beta. They've been working on this game for 10 years almost, literally. So they're trying to go, like, it's amazing. The game's crazy awesome. It's like a free open world. I don't know if it was you that said something about, what's that game called? Hold on, my brain doesn't work in the mornings. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon morning. What's that game in space? We go No Man's Sky. There you go. No Man's Sky is like this open world. You can fly anywhere you want. There's thousands of procedurally generated world with thousands of planets in it, and you share the world, but you find new planets still, even when you have people playing with you. It's really cool. But that game in particular is a very open world exploration game. You can do whatever you want, you can go wherever you want, and there's a lot of stuff to do. And you see different things every time you go to a new planet, because the planets are procedurally generated. There's thousands or maybe even millions of possibilities of things that can happen on these worlds when they're created. So basically, imagine that galaxy, the vastness of that galaxy, but handcrafted. And that's what Star Citizen is. And there's really no limits to what you can do and what you can't. You literally fly into the planet the same way you do in Star Citizen, in No Man's Sky, where you start up in space and you fly to a planet. You actually see yourself going to the planet, and it's there. You can fly back to the next planet if you want and go back. It's just crazy. This is a huge open world, and this one's going to be massive multiplayer. And they're talking about not having limits on how many people can be in the same world. And we're talking about a galaxy so vast that you might not even run into people. In fact, that was an issue in No Man's Sky for a while, until they started fixing it so people could show up in the same areas. Because people would literally play that game for like weeks and not see another human, even though there's 1,000 players in the game. It was crazy. So they did do some stuff where you can kind of teleport around and move now to be grouped up and be with your friends, as opposed to just starting in a random place in the galaxy. But it's a really cool game. And also, I have VR, so I haven't played I keep saying Sky Citizen now. Sky Citizen I played one time. I played No Man's Sky for a long time. But I have the VR set now, the Oculus. So I'm going to be playing. I definitely want to get in and check out No Man's Sky in VR, because it sounds like it would be a very crazy, interesting experience. Oh, yeah. But luck-wise, honestly, the best way to grow your stream, this is, if you talk to any streamer who has grown their stream, this is literally the way to do it. Social media can help, but it's not the way that you're going to get all your viewers. Connections and communication with other streamers. That is the way you get big. If I was hanging out with Ninja all the time, playing games with him, my channel would grow. Ninja's gone. He went to Mixer. I've talked to Ninja before, not in person, but on his chat, and it's hard because there's like 1 million people in his chat, you know? So when they're talking, it's like, and no, they can't. Streamers that get up to about 5,000 viewers, it's impossible to follow chat. That's why they start using super chat. People that pay get heard. That's kind of the way it is. And the streamer will make money off of that, and Twitch makes money off of that as well. So I get the system, the monetization of Twitch for Amazon, or for you know, the people who own Twitch. They're obviously making money off of this, so they wouldn't be giving away the free service. But the best way is the grassroots. I'm talking, you go in, you find somebody that you enjoy hanging out with, that has a stream that has a decent amount of people on it. You say, hey man, let's play some games together. And they say, okay. And we do it. And when you play on their stream, you're on their stream physically through Discord. People can hear you. You thought you're a good personality. I think I have a decent personality. I used to get way more excited when I played games, but I can't until I get my room soundproofed, because my wife's been sleeping during my streams now, and she's in the next room, and I have to figure out a way to soundproof that whole room. That's, if you guys saw me on the VR, I have a wall behind me that's all drywall. It's all just brand new. I built that wall a couple months ago, so I need to soundproof it now. But that's one of the things that happens to me too, is I get super excited when I'm playing a game and I get all into it. I'm like, if I have viewers, I've had lots of viewers. I have actually a pretty good base of people who have been following me for 3 years, who have been constantly coming into my channel to see how I'm doing. And I have one specific guy who's literally subbed to me for 3 years, and he's somebody I didn't know before I started streaming. I met him. That's Sword. His name is probably Sen now or some other thing. He's got like 50 million names, but he's the last subscriber. King Geo, I don't know. But that's my friend who's been literally, he saw me on my first stream and he came in and hung out with us, and he's been subbing to me for 3 years straight. One of my best followers ever. Then I have Cone, who's in every single, he's got like 6 million MM money. Like, those guys are the friends I made, and we game together a lot. And none of them are streamers. Cone streamed actually, but not as much as I do. I met him through a game called Kerbal Space Program. And that's the thing, I play games, people come in and like that game, and they get to know me, and we start talking and hang out, and then we end up literally like playing games together, and that helps my channel grow for sure. But if you're hanging out with people that have lots of views and you're friends with them, it's really easier for them to shout you out, like Hakora. Hakora is an amazing Australian chick who's got probably about 5,000 followers now, and she hasn't streamed in a long time. I don't know where she is. I'm gonna hit her up pretty soon and see how she's been. But when me and her started playing games together, we played a lot. We played a lot of different games together, and she helped me grow my audience by 100 followers in a couple weeks. So there's all kinds of things. What do you do, man? What do you want to talk about? Sheepy Cat, what are you doing right now? You're just sitting at your house watching me? Is that fulfilling your afternoon or your morning or your evening? I don't know what time it is where you are. Or you, okay. This also happens to me a lot. Do I know you, Sheepy? Have you been here before? Or, I mean, I know you came in a couple days ago. But it's funny because a lot of my friends who watch me change their names constantly on Twitch, and they come in and they talk to me for like an hour. And then they're all like, oh yeah, it's me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like the whole time it was just you? So it's 11 p.m. You're kind of ill. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a bug going around my house right now too. My youngest son just got over a cold, and my oldest son has a sore throat last night, and he came home early from school today, so he was not feeling good. Oh, the RC helicopter. Yeah, see, that was the first time I ever did a stream like that where I actually recorded what the family was doing. And I read some studies about this too. This is another way to grow your audience. Instagram's big because people are 68% more likely to click on someone's face than a logo. And I have that MMOing logo that I have on all my social media. It's a little black skull that I made the M. I got all into that. I actually made a set of shot glasses I was going to sell throughout January or throughout 2020 that I didn't finish designing, that I wanted to get out there. I'm also an artist. I went to school for 3D animation and fine arts and liberal arts, which is not really art, but it was an easy degree to get. But because of that fact, people want to interact with people. And the more you show them kind of behind the scenes of the streamer, the more they get to know you better. So I think I really do need to start doing more streams like that. I mean, it's kind of cool that you came in on that stream. That was probably the first time I've ever just gone out with the kids and live streamed. I've always been paranoid about streaming with the kids. They're getting older now. They know the rules. Because obviously there are rules when you're streaming with your family. You don't want, certain information to get out, So we're careful about that. I mean, all streamers mostly are. But I feel like they're old enough now that things won't be slipping, and they're okay to be on the camera. They both love it. My youngest son just started his own YouTube channel. It's called Portal Panda 101. He hasn't done anything on there. We made him a little intro video, but it's cool. He's getting into it. But I think that stuff is way more interesting. Like, we're gonna be doing things. I'm going to a party on the 11th. I'm gonna go film, and I'm literally my buddy Zeoblader, who I've known since the beginning. He was just probably you were talking about luck. Let me talk about luck. The big part about luck is the way that Twitch monetizes Twitch for themselves. Obviously, they put the streamers that have the viewers at the top. So it literally takes someone to say, hey, I wonder who's at the bottom, to go and find you. And you have to scroll pretty far down to find me, I'm sure. I wasn't like up there anywhere, right? I mean, when you were looking at the streams, you went down to one viewer, which takes a while of scrolling to get down there. And it's very difficult for people at the bottom to get to the top without help from the people at the top. Twitch is definitely not going to help you until you get partnered, because the reason Twitch wants you to get partnered is so they can advertise their shit on your stream to make money. So Twitch isn't going to help out the little guy, and no company does. That's kind of how it works. You need to grow yourself to a point where the companies recognize you before you can actually start making any kind of monetization off of Twitch or any other platform. YouTube, same thing. YouTube just made it. You can't live stream from your phone on YouTube unless you have 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers now. And I think that's kind of crazy, because live streams specifically are the thing that are getting people more people now. But which part didn't you know about YouTube? That just happened. It's starting in January, actually. They're also doing something on YouTube where news is going to be changed to where they're going to stop advertising for news channels that aren't the big news channels. So let's say you get your news from a podcast source that's a YouTube source that is not really a national news organization. They're going to stop promoting those, even if they're partnered or if they're friends with YouTube. They're not going to be on the top anymore. They're going to throw those people down at the bottom. So any political campaigns or anything that's grassroots started by YouTubers, like for instance, the Yang Gang. Like, I don't know if you follow politics, but that's a big, huge thing. Andrew Yang has this huge internet following, and there's a lot of channels that are specifically focusing on him. And those channels in January on the 23rd or the 24th this month, I'm not sure if the date's right, but they're going to be dropped down to the bottom of the list, and people aren't going to be able to see their content right away. So you literally have to go and find them. And it's going to make it very difficult. Even though they have thousands of followers or thousands of viewers, they're trying to monetize the people that they're partnered with. And that's kind of the way it's been. That's the whole idea of the internet, that Internet Act thing that was passed, where companies that have money can pay to be higher up. Google's always done that. I mean, obviously, Google wants to get you on the pages that support them. And since they're such a massive platform, they all have stock invested in so many different websites that putting those websites above you are definitely going to make them money and not you. So that's kind of the way it is. That's capitalism, bitches. That's how it works. But, like I said, if someone is willing to scroll down, 20 pages of streams to find me, I'm really appreciative of that person. And that person is dedicated enough to go and look to see what else is out there. And I appreciate that a lot. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of, not just scrolling down to find some random stream, but a lot of people just don't. Oh, it was only 2 pages, really? I was only 3 pages from the top? That's bad. How did I do that? Maybe they are mixing it up. I don't know. I'm kind of impressed. Were you looking for a specific game? No, you weren't. You were looking at IRL. Wait. Sheepy. Meow. Are you saying that I was 2 pages in the IRL streaming? Is that what you're saying? I'm curious now. I'm waiting for an answer. Because that's not usually what I see when I'm looking for myself on Twitch. I constantly go there to see where I'm at. Did you type in a specific search thing? Or were you looking for a specific thing when you were on Twitch? Can you do that? I honestly didn't even know you could sort from lowest to highest. That would make sense. I would be about page 3 from the lowest, right? So I'm like, if there's like a million pages, I'm like 999,993. Like, cool. That's crazy. So I wouldn't even be found if I were at the bottom of the list. I'm like, that's even worse, to be in the middle. You're never gonna get found. It's crazy. Oh, that's insane though. I mean, that's luck. I mean, honestly, you found me, luck. That's straight luck. And I appreciate you hanging out. I really do. But see, if I can make a connection, I don't know if you and me are connecting here, but you're the only viewer, so I'm talking to you. If I can make a connection like I'm making with you, with more people, that's how you get people. You have to make the connections. You have to go and talk to people and get out there and be social. I have hundreds of business cards that I do go to events and I pass them out, and that always gives me a little spike in viewership. I really need to get to TwitchCon. Oh man, 2 years ago, TwitchCon was in Long Beach. I live next to LA. I live right fucking here. Okay, I live real close to Long Beach. It takes 10 minutes to get there on the freeway. Now, I lived in Long Beach actually for a long time. I lived in Lakewood before that, which is right next to Long Beach. But the point is, TwitchCon was in Long Beach, and I did not know TwitchCon was in Long Beach. And another streamer, actually, his name is Bismarck81. I host him all the time on my channel. He offered me 2 tickets to TwitchCon, 3-day passes. That's like $200, $300 value. And now it's more like a $600 value because each pass would be about $299, I think, at the time. So he's like, oh, I got these 2 tickets. Do you want them? And I was like, oh man, nah, I can't get to TwitchCon because I thought it was in Florida. I don't know why I thought it was in Florida, but I told him I couldn't go because there's no way I was going to be able to get across the country. And I didn't tell him that. I just told him, no, to give him to someone who can actually go because I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. And then I found out a couple weeks later that fucking TwitchCon was right here, like a block away from my house. So I didn't go, and that would have been an amazing boost because I'm not afraid to jump up on a stage and pick up a microphone and talk to people. So, I mean, I played in bands for years. I've got hundreds of songs I've written. I've made films. I had a production company called Will Be Gone Productions for a long time. It was an indie film company that I created myself with a bunch of friends. But we did a bunch of cool shit. And if I had known, man, I could have gone to TwitchCon. I think I could have literally, seriously, had a spike in viewership. That's what I need to do. I need to get out there. I need to talk to people. I'm going to go to this party. I'm going to talk to a lot of people. I'm going to interview people about why they think they're there. I'm kind of curious. So my buddy Zeo Blader, who's literally been one of my best friends, maybe my best friend for the last 10 years, started this with me kind of in the beginning. I got him on a lot. We were doing podcasts together through MMOing, and we were playing games together almost every night. He's going to Greece. He's not moving there, but he's going there for 3 months, and we're having a goodbye party. But he invited a lot of random people that he doesn't know. So I want to go to this party. I'm going to ask people, hey, why are you here? Like, do you know why you're here? And see how many people actually know that he's actually going to Greece, and that's why they're at this party. We have 6 live bands coming. It's going to be really cool. I'm really hoping I get some kind of better sound equipment before then, because this phone is not going to handle the sound or the video to the quality that I wish. 6 bands. I'm not sure what they are. They're all indie bands. But we have a stage back there. We already started building it with pallets. It's going to be a pretty big thing. I'm thinking 100 people maybe. House party. So it's going to get crazy, and I'm going to be streaming that. So you're definitely going to want to come see that. That's on the 11th. So I guess Saturday. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get there. Hopefully I can hook up to some Wi-Fi there, because it's my friend JB's house. So he probably has Wi-Fi. If I hook up to the LAN, I'll be able to get much better picture than trying to go through my 4G, because my 4G is just not going to look good. My 4G basically is what you saw when I was out there at the helicopter. It was really bad quality, like really bad. I was looking into the Mevo. I was looking into better equipment. There is no cheap way to do a good IRL stream. The cheapest way is an iPhone. Now, a lot of people use the iPhone because the iPhone camera is damn decent. Like the iPhone 11 Pro, that camera is very comparable to an like a, what am I trying to say? The XLR? No, XLR is microphone. SLR cameras, like SLR, Sony and Canon cameras and things like that. It's getting damn close. The 7 had I can't think of terms right now. I'm trying to talk about something and I don't know what I'm talking about. But either way, the iPhone camera is very, it's a really good camera for filming, for the generic. It's close to quality as you can get to be like a good YouTube. You can make great YouTube videos with an iPhone. Thousands of people do every day. A lot of times you won't even know you're watching a video from an iPhone, because there's so many ways you can tweak it to make it look more professional. And it's not hard to do. iPhone has a very good base for their camera and their systems. I'm gonna grab a cigarette real quick. I smell burning plastic, like something's on fire. Air's not smoky. Sometimes the air's all smoky in California because of the fires. I live in a bigger city area. Well, I live in the suburbs, I guess you could say. But there's days where the smoke's really thick and bad, and it just sucks to breathe. But it's not like we're close enough that we're in any danger. We've never been evacuated or anything. Because mostly that's in more of the grassland areas or the forest areas in California. Northern California got hit way worse than Southern California did, but Southern California did have some pretty bad air quality for a couple weeks during that last big fire. What's happening in Australia right now is insane. And they said that fire is the size of Manhattan. That is just crazy. Like, that's a huge fire that's completely out of control. It's killed 25 people as of this morning that I've heard on news reports. But yeah, if you watch news at all, you know what happened in Paradise, California, it wiped out an entire city. They get killed 90 people. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, it is insane. See, it's funny. Every part of the country has something they're scared of. The fires actually aren't my fear in California. The fear is the earthquake. Okay, there's going to be a big ass earthquake. There was a series of earthquakes not that long ago, a little bit away from us. We felt both of them, but they weren't big here. They were very small where I'm closer to the coast. So it wasn't too bad. We don't have to worry about hurricanes because the water's too cold to come from Alaska. The water that comes down is just too cold off the coast to have a hurricane. We don't really have to worry about, tornadoes and things like that because we really can't get them in California. Not the kind that you get in the Midwest through the tornado belt and stuff. We don't have to worry about blizzards because it doesn't ever fucking snow here. The only thing we have to worry about is the one thing that cannot be predicted, which is scary because everyone else like, oh, tornado watch, tornado warning. We don't have earthquake watches, dude. We have something called Shake Alert in California. I have it on my phone. It's an app, and basically, it can warn us about 15 seconds before an earthquake. It will say, oh, there's gonna be an earthquake in 15 seconds, and you have 15 seconds to like figure out what the hell you're gonna do because you don't know how big the earthquake's gonna be. That's our warning. Our early warning is 15 seconds. So if it's a big earthquake and it hits, you've seen the devastation in Japan, like the nuclear plant, all the earthquakes that can happen. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, well, think about, like, remember when Hawaii, when they were told that there was a nuclear or a missile coming at them, but it was, wrong. There wasn't, from North Korea. Did you hear that? They actually sent out a warning to everyone in Hawaii that there was a missile inbound to Hawaii. There wasn't. It was a mistake. That is fucking crazy. That is insane, man. Just all these thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people sitting there like, we're about to get hit with a missile. What do? We got 20 seconds. What the fuck's gonna happen? People were crawling down manholes. They were taking their kids and putting them in the sewage systems because they did not know what to do because they thought there was a missile coming. That is insane. I mean, like, I guess the reality of that is that shit happens in real life all over the world where they get missile warnings all the time. They get the horns in Jerusalem. I mean, they rockets firing all the time around them. In Pakistan, Syria obviously has been bombing the shit for the last few years, for the last 20 years. Those people are used to hearing missiles hit the ground by where they live. And Californians that's one thing we've never experienced. In fact, most of our country, in the United States, we've never had a missile hit. Pearl Harbor happened. That was, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago now? I mean, that was a huge thing. But, like, we haven't had a missile threat since the 70s with the Cuban Missile Crisis, which didn't happen. And that was more like, this might happen. And it was Florida that was in danger, not really anyone else. And that didn't happen. So things happened. All right, but right now, where our country's going... you don't live in the States, right? I'm not going to talk too much about our country right now because there's really not a lot of good things to say. Okay, then you're going through some shit yourself. Yeah, we won't talk about Brexit. We won't talk about, our nation's leader here. Let's just leave all that alone. But yeah, it's getting a lot worse here because of things that are happening right now that are out of the United States' control. That should have been in our control. And they're not now because we have, let's just say, leadership issues. So yeah. Let's move on. What do you want to talk about, man? What are you interested in? What do you do for work? Or do you have kids? Do you have family? What do you like to do? Maybe I know something about your life and I didn't know it. Also, I've been live a pretty long time. I cannot believe that nobody else has come into this channel. There's this thing I have I just started up a new website through Infinity Free. It's a WordPress website, but it's a WordPress.org website, which is different than WordPress.com because it's a free website that you put on your own server. But anyway, there is a plugin called Blog to Social, which lets you take a post and click a button and share it to all your social media at once. What's cool about it is it's got this really cool feature where it actually keeps track of the best times to post on different social medias, and it shows you the time frames in little boxes each day. So it tells you when those media websites are most active. So it says post between 2 and 4 p.m. tonight. So if you do that, there's more people actually working at that point. Yeah, Enter to win, guys. You already entered, right? I'm going to be drawing on the 10th, Friday. I'll be doing it on the live stream. You do not have to be present to win. If I pull your name, I will contact you. And if you don't believe that I'm cheating it or something, you can always go back and watch the stream and make sure that, I called you and I pulled you and I called the right person. But I'll just hit you up on Twitter. I'll just hit you up on Twitch and send you whichever key you want if you win. I think you're already entered to win. Once you're in, you're in. So, see, not much going on in your life right now. Wow, that's such a bland answer, bro. I'm going to have to push a little. You said you're sick. Are you sick right now because just the weather changes or just like, do you have like a serious illness that I should be concerned about? You don't have to answer that. I'm not going to push you that far. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of running out of things to talk about. There's so many things I could talk about. It's hard to stay away from the shit that's happening in your life. I think a lot of people are interested in the things that are happening. My life's pretty good. Like I'm not making any money, but I got 2 kids. I got a wife. We're living it. We're living with my mom because it's just too expensive to live on our own. All the money I make is gone. It's like it doesn't matter how much I work. Technically, I don't work. I do stuff from home. I do art, so I pretty much do. I'm a starving artist. Sometimes I get good money, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the project that I'm on. And I have a lot of trouble completing projects on deadlines, so I've lost a lot of money that I could have made. And I'm also on disability because I have a mental illness. That's right. Straight up, honest time. Yeah. I've talked about it before on the stream too. I worked at a grocery store for 10 years. And I fucked up my back really bad. The pallet fell on me. And at that point, I was having a lot of issues, just struggling things. But well, you know what? That's the thing. I don't know, you're there in England, right? Looking at GDP of the United States is like record highs, right? You know what else is at record highs? Suicide rates, drug overdoses, gun violence, stress. All those things in the US are causing people to just like decline. And GDP doesn't track people. That's a problem. The guy who invented GDP 100 years ago said this is a terrible measurement to measure our economy and we should never use it as that. And for some reason, 100 years later, we're still looking at our GDP like the country's doing great. It's not. Most people in this country are struggling. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're trying to keep their families and keep their homes, and nobody has any money. It's crazy. My mom has been a teacher since I was born, and she's still working. She just turned 60, and she's going to be working till she's 74 to be able to retire with benefits that she will be able to afford the house that she's in, which is the house that I'm in right now, which is insane. She has to work till she's 74 as a teacher to be able to get enough money to support herself. And that's just not right, you know? I think a lot of people voted for Trump because of that. There's a lot of problems, and there are problems that people saw, and they're looking for a different thing. I think that kind of happened over there a little bit right now, didn't it? So, well, at least in the UK. So, it's just the way it is. But there's better options. We're coming up on our cycle, and I'm pretty political. I hadn't been. I'm pretty motivated this year to be political because I found a candidate that I really support. And if you don't know who that is now, after I just said that, and you don't know, it doesn't really matter because you're not in the States, so you can't help me. I'm not going to preach to you about who should be our president. But obviously, there's a lot of people that thought Trump was the answer, and a lot of them are realizing that it's probably not the best for our country. I mean, he's done things. He's done a lot of stuff. Like, he's done a lot of crazy, stupid shit. A lot of people think, even the people that supported him are like, why did he do this? But he's also done things that have helped. Most of that stuff's not covered in our media because our media is all out to bash Trump. I wouldn't support him. I didn't support him. But, whatever. Wait, that's the wrong word? Escapism? Like the blame on immigrants. Yeah, well, exactly. We're scapegoating immigrants for something that they have nothing to do with. You know what's happening in our country? Our country is being automated away, literally. Millions of jobs, millions of manufacturing jobs across the Midwest and all the states that voted for Trump that used to be purple or blue states went completely red. And the reason they did that is because all those people were struggling because they all lost their jobs to automation. Automation came in, took 4 million factory jobs from the people in the Midwest, and none of them recovered. Those towns started dying. Their malls shut down, their stores shut down. They have no path forward. And Biden's over here like, let's make them coders. Like, I went to school. I know, C++, C Sharp, JavaScript. It took me years and years to learn that stuff. I started learning that shit when I was in fucking grammar school on my own. I was like, I want to learn how to code and make video games. I went to school for that for 4 years, and I'm still not the best coder. Like, how do they expect these people in their 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s to go right now and go learn how to code? And secondly, coding is going to be automated away soon anyway. It's ridiculous. So the plans that our government have to fix our country, first of all, the people in government, Washington, D.C. is the richest area in our country. What do they produce? That's it. I don't get it. But they all have money, and they're going to do good regardless of how the people do. So it's crazy. It's crazy. We're going to just be living check to check. That's how it is. I mean, like I said, it is weird times. There's so much divisiveness too, and not just in the States, but in the world. There's so many people against so many things. The stuff in France and the yellow jackets, or what do they call it? Is that right? The yellow jacket movement. Am I saying that right? But I mean, obviously, that's probably not near you, but it's kind of near you, But there's just a lot of divisiveness in politics, and there's one candidate that I'm supporting 100% because he's the least divisive person I have ever seen running for president. He doesn't have he's. Do you know who I'm voting for? Yeah, yellow vets or jackets, I think. Yeah, but I mean, just all those countries. Those are all developed countries. France, England. All the countries in Europe are just as developed as the United States. I mean, it's not like we're competing for anything. We're allies. We're supposed to work together to make both countries or all those countries better. Even Germany, this is crazy, right? One of the things we need to be doing in the United States that we're not doing is we need to be putting children through technical education, like air conditioning repair and plumbers and things that can't be automated. You can't automate a plumber. Like, how hard would that be to have like a robot show up to your house and then go into your house and fix pipes? That shit would be insanely hard to automate. Yet we have 6% of our high school students in the United States actually in a some kind of a track, like I just said it. Oh my god, my brain doesn't work. What's that word called? Technical. Let's call it a technical track. Right? Where you actually learn a trade. There's only 6% of people in some kind of trade learning. And in Germany, that's 59%. And you guys have your VAT tax. Do you have a VAT tax where you are? That's another thing. We are not getting money from our corporations. Amazon last year paid zero in taxes. And they also, not only did they make $11.5 billion in the United States, they got a $129 million refund and paid zero in taxes. That is insane. And that's how our government is running the country. That is insane. That's just the loopholes in the tax system in the United States. We need to implement a VAT tax because the reason you guys have a VAT tax is because it taxes those big companies so that they have to pay back into the system. That money goes back into your country. And it's insane that we let this happen. It's been happening for years. Facebook, Google, Netflix all pay zero or close to zero in taxes every year because that's their job, is to find those loops, and they have their accountants. There's massive armies of accountants for these big trillion-dollar companies that pretty much just suck up the money and then keep it. And it's crazy. So like my candidate wants to, I'm gonna say it, Andrew Yang. Yang Gang bitches. He is the guy that's gonna change the world. Have you heard of Andrew Yang? I'm trying to yang you now just because you're here. I want to see, there are people all over the world supporting this guy. And he's where everyone's afraid he's not gonna make it, but people are trying so hard. Yeah, he is a person who, he's got young kids. He's not a politician. He's exactly the opposite of what Trump was. He's someone that wants to solve the problems and has, well, Trump talked a lot about solving problems. He didn't do most of the things he said he was going to do, and those things probably wouldn't have helped. Like to build a wall, we're going to cut off the country. That doesn't make sense. But, I don't know. I'm getting way too into politics, huh? There's just, I wish that there was like, Californians have no voice. Our system of government is very screwed up, a lot of ways. My vote, you've heard this before. People are like, no, your vote matters, your vote matters. My vote really does not matter that much. In fact, you notice in the last election, votes really didn't matter at all because there was a clear winner and they said no. So, what's up, little man?
Grandma wants you.
All right, I'll go see what she wants. I guess I'm going to go ahead and end it because it doesn't look like anyone else is coming and I got to go do some stuff. I'm pretty awake enough now to get stuff done. It feels like we wouldn't. Yeah. But there's a lot of good conversation. I really appreciate you hanging out, man. I really appreciate you talking to me. I'm very surprised I didn't get anybody else in here this whole stream. So I think I've been live for, what, almost an hour at this point? What does it tell me how long I've been live on here? I don't think it does. Huh. Oh well, whatever. Well, we'll get into some more stuff, man. I'll be doing this every day. If you're around, you can pop in and say hi if you feel like it. Hopefully, we'll get some more people doing this with me. And obviously, my gaming stream is 11:30 p.m. I don't know, you're probably not around or awake at those times, but I'll be playing Skyrim again tonight because I am so into Skyrim VR. It's crazy. I want to be doing that for sure. But hey, thank you very much, Sheepy Cat. I called you Sheppy Cat. I really do appreciate you, man. Tell your friends about me. Thanks a lot, brother. Keep MMOing.